Hello everyone, Wycliffe, and I'm bringing you a brief history of artificial intelligence. Yesterday I was walking around and I met someone and they were talking about artificial intelligence, and the main issue was most of them were worried artificial intelligence is going to take away their job. After having a heated discussion, we had various conclusions which certified each and everyone's view concerning artificial intelligence. Just to explain to majority of us who still don't know what is artificial intelligence, I'm going to give you a brief history of artificial intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science that focuses on creating systems capable of performing tasks that normally, in reality, require human intelligence. Such systems are systems such as systems which perform tasks such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, and decision making. Now, the history of artificial intelligence didn't start with ChatGPT. It points back to early 1940s and 1950s. The foundation of artificial intelligence began with the development of modern computers. In 1950s, someone called Alan Turing published an influential paper named Computing Machinery and Intelligence. In the paper, he introduced the famous Turing test to evaluate whether a machine can exhibit intelligence behavior similar to humans. Think of having a machine in an opposite room and you are in an adjacent room separated with a wall. The machine performs a task and you're asked, is it a human being? N number of people will argue yes, that's a human being who has done that. Maybe if it is a voice, think like a speaker speaking in the opposite room. The voice you hear is like the voice of a hearing human being. That's a brief view of how the Turing test works. Now, in the early 1956, we came to the phase called the birth of artificial intelligence. The term artificial intelligence was officially coined in 1956 by John McCarthy during the Dartmouth Summer Research Project on Artificial Intelligence. This event is widely considered the birth of artificial intelligence as formal field of study. In the early 1956 to early 1970s, we were in a phase called early optimism and growth. Researchers developed programs capable of solving mathematical problems, playing games, and proving logical theorems. Early artificial intelligence systems such as the logic theorists demonstrated that computers could mimic certain aspects of human reasoning. Imagine how human reason, computers could do that. They could mimic, which means they could imitate. In early 1970s and 1990s, we underwent what is called artificial intelligence winters. Those who are really into knowledge, engineering, or intelligent agents, you understand the way the change this brought into the area of expert systems. Like if you talk of things like machine, now in early 1970s and 1990s, that is the artificial intelligence winters, progress proved slower than expected due to limited computing power. There was insufficient data and unrealistic expectations. Funding and interest declined during the period known as artificial intelligence winters. This caused a slowdown in artificial intelligence research and development. Revival through machine learning happened in the early 1990s and early 2000s, where advances in computing power, larger datasets, and improved algorithms led to renewed interest in artificial intelligence. Machine learning techniques enables computers. By then, the machine learning techniques enabled computers to learn patterns from data rather than relying solely on predefined rules. Now the computers were able to learn patterns. Think of a pattern in an image or in a movement. Nowadays, you see, we have CCTVs can detect movements when people move around. Those who are training AI models, you are training them using images. When you log into a website, you move images around. Those are the same concept. A major milestone occurred in 1999, in early 1997, when IBM's Deep Blue defeated world chess champion Garry Kasparov. Garry Kasparov is a chess champion from Russia. He's known for solving some of the most complex chess challenges. You know, chess plays a big role in pattern recognition mostly, and also in computing algorithm. Let's talk about something like shortest path or the walking salesman algorithm. One of the problem computers have been having, finding hard to solve for years. Now in 2010, there was deep learning revolution. The availability of big data and powerful graphics processing units, those are GPUs, enabled deep learning models to achieve remarkable results in image recognition, speech processing, and natural language processing, that's natural language understanding. Now, the notable breakthrough during this time happened by someone called AlexNet, winning the image recognition competition in 2012. Artificial intelligence assistants such as Siri and Google Assistant becoming widely used during this time. AlphaGo defeated Go champion Lee Sedol in 2016. These are some of the most recent occurrences which you can point back in the history of artificial intelligence. Now, modern artificial intelligence and generative artificial intelligence in early 2020s up to present day. Here, recent advances in large language models and generative artificial intelligence have enabled systems to generate text, images, code, audio, and video. These are data. Technologies such as ChatGPT and GPT-4, which majority of us use nowadays, have transformed education, software development, healthcare, the field of finance, and many other industries. Like agriculture, let's talk about them. Those who are really in business, you see how now business analytics are very easy to carry out. Now, in conclusion, artificial intelligence has evolved from simple rule-based system in early 1950s to sophisticated machine learning and generative artificial intelligence models today. As computing power, data availability as an algorithm continue to improve, artificial intelligence is expected to play an increasingly important role in solving complex real-world problems and advancing computer science. Now, what are these real-world problems, for example? Maybe someone, their local dialect is Luo, the other person speaking Kisii. They are not able to trade. They don't understand each other. Long time ago, we needed someone called a middleman. The middleman could come between the two. The person must be in a position to understand both the languages. He was to translate the language from Luo to Kisii, or Luo to Luo, or Luo to Kamba. There were more advantages. During this time, these middlemen enabled the trade to boost. Imagine now you could trade with people whom you don't speak with the same language. Now, with the age of artificial intelligence, we are able to use natural language processing techniques to translate Luo to other language or other language to without involving a middleman. Here, it is more accurate. There is less There's there's zero, almost zero, based on the efficiency of the artificial intelligence model lies. Long time ago, the middleman can give false information. With artificial intelligence, the accuracy is high. So artificial intelligence is here to stay and is going to bring more advantages than disadvantages. Over time, I'll be taking you through some of the breakthrough in artificial intelligence. I'll let you know more about artificial intelligence. Like, subscribe, and follow for more updates. Welcome to the age of artificial intelligence and Silicon Valley in East Africa, Kenya. Follow for more.